Well, today we have been given a brand new beta for 1.15 and it is 1.15.0.51. That means only one thing. Minecraft 1.14 is officially over. No more betas for that version, which is really awesome. Well, today we're going to be taking a look at what is new inside this beta, because for 1.15 we're going to be seeing a bunch of parity changes going on. They made it to where fence gates can now be placed without any blocks underneath it. Now they also did the same thing for pumpkins. So the first one is going to be the pumpkin. So as you can see, we can now go and do this. And this is going to be very good for building. But then you go to our fence gate, and yet again, it works the same way. So it's going to look a lot better if I just do it right here. So you no longer need a block underneath there, which is really awesome. So anyway, let's go move on to the next one, which is damaged bows can be used to craft dispensers. Flowers can be removed from flower pots. So if I go ahead and place down the flower pot and I go and place down a flower, yet again, I don't know why Minecraft never implemented this feature when they introduced flower pots in the first place. Can somebody please explain this to me? I mean, seriously, I wish that this was always a feature. This would have been so awesome. So that way I won't have to destroy the flower pot every time I want to change the flower. But anyway, they also implemented a new curse enchantment, and that is the Curse of Binding. I'm guessing they're still working on the Curse of Vanishing. Now for curse enchantments, this is normally a very bad thing. So basically, if I go and grab myself a diamond element, whatever we have ourselves enchanted with this, we're not going to be able to take it off at all. So this means any kind of armor or a pumpkin. So like this is going to be very good for trolling and things like that. But if I go and put that right there, as you can see, we have ourselves the new curse enchantment. I go and wear it. I can no longer take it off. Yeah, that's a very bad thing. The only way that you can get off is if you end up dying. But it's also worth noting that if you're in creative mode, you can go ahead and take it off your character. But also for grindstones, you're not going to be able to disenchant this. So normally if you have yourself like an enchantment, you'll be able to take it off. They actually made it to where you can now see 3D item models when you drop down the item. So as you can see, the item is now 3D and it's spinning around, and it's pretty cool to actually look at. It's been over on Java for a long time, and it's finally available for Bedrock. Next up, the pufferfish will now have a middle inflation state when it is approached. And they will update the missing sounds in a future update. You're now going to be able to actually get yourself podzol by actually growing a large spruce tree. So we have ourselves a 2x2 grid of our saplings. So if I go and right click it, as you can see, voila, we get ourselves our wonderful podzol. The Eye Vendor explode particles now match Java, that they tweak the texture of iron bars so they match Java. Passive mobs now spawn in blocks that they're supposed to. The Wither no longer breaks obsidian during its spawning animation, but also the players can now receive the conduit effect when it's raining. Boats can be placed on top of cactus and will now take damage and break. So if you're somebody that uses for maybe like parkour, or you thought it looked pretty cool, then you know what, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to place boats on top of the cactuses no longer. Now there's also a few other map making things and add-on making things that they have ended up changing. So here's what they've done. So most of the tackles are now data driven, so they added new documentation for the new behavior fields. Then most slime and swim goals are now data driven, and yet again, new documentation for behavior fields. Tree generation is now data driven, and wither skull attacks are now data driven. Now those things are going to be really cool for add-on makers, because whenever it comes to add-ons, people make some really incredible things. And seeing whenever Mojang introduces something new, it just makes it to where add-ons can become even better than they once were. Now there is one more thing I want to go and show you really quickly. So they did introduce a brand new cape to the game. So if I go and pause the game and I click on profile, and this will only work on custom made skins. This will not work for like any skins that you find on skin packs or anything like that. But this cape is now going to be a pancake cape. Now there's also going to be some animations that you can find inside of here. So if I go and select the base, as you can see, we get ourselves a nice little animation over there. If I select, let's say, arms, the animation will be just like that. That's pretty awesome. Then we also got ourselves legs. Now Alex will sometimes just look at one leg. Sometimes you might get yourself a jumping animation. So let's see if I can get myself it. Okay, there we go. We got ourselves the jumping animation. So that's actually pretty cool. If I go ahead and select size, we get ourselves that animation. Now if I go down the styles, we also got ourselves a few other animations. Now some of these are going to be similar to what you found above there. But if I go and select the back item, Alex is going to look right behind her. But also, it seems like it's a little bit glitchy, because look at that. The animation is stuck right there. I have no idea on why it actually does that, but it is sometimes going to glitch out just like that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He just stretched. Okay, that's pretty cool. I had no idea that they actually stretch now. So it seems like if you're actually in it for a while, then they're going to go ahead and do a stretching animation. And there you go. That's pretty much it for what this beta does introduce to us. And I'm so glad that they're finally introducing these parity changes because they are much needed for the game. And obviously, Mojang, they want to make sure that the game is both basically the same as features across both Java and Bedrock. And one day, there won't be any big changes between the two versions. They're going to be almost identical with the features, which is going to be really great. But anyway, I do want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments about what you think of this. And if you enjoyed today's video, then also let me know by leaving a like on it and subscribe so you never miss an upload. For now, I hope you have a logical day, and I will catch you next time. Bye!